Hey there guys, it's TheRamosOnline here, and I thought I'd do another quick guide video on another Pokemon of mine that you might have recognized if you've been to my streams recently, and that is my Furret, who you can see underneath my face as being my Serenade. I really love this Pokemon. It's NU, as you'd expect, so this is great for an NU problem Pokemon, as I like to call it. It basically runs circles around support and defensive Pokemon. It's brilliant. It has been able to two-shot very defensive Pokemon like Licky. I'm not quite sure if the Licky was a special defense wall, but it happened. Maybe I'll stick like a little bit of footage at the end of this video showing you it two-shotting a Licky for the fun of it. Actually, you've probably already seen that. No, never mind. You know what? I will leave a link in the description below, and maybe an annotation link on my face that will take you to the video, time-stamped, where I two-shot a Licky. But anyway, I digress. So, how to build a Furret? Now, we start with its base stats. You're not looking at much. Very low base stats. In fact, for a Pokemon that's meant to be very quick on its feet, it only has a base speed of 90, which means that even things in NU will outspeed it, which is quite unfortunate. However, you can easily substitute that with, or rather solve that problem with a choice scarf if you wanted, and it's actually one of the things I'm going to be recommending. So before we get into builds, let's look at the ability. You get Run Away, which has absolutely no competitive use. Why do I run away? I mean, where do I run away from? You have Keen Eye. Now, Keen Eye is a very good, underrated competitive ability, and I'll explain why. Keen Eye originally just prevented your accuracy from being lowered. However, in Generation 6, it changed to Ignore Evasion. So, if you are having troubles or anything with Pokemon that like to raise or their evasion or lower your accuracy, which technically isn't legal in NU, then Keen Eye is your preferred ability. So this is if you're going to be using this online in random battles, then Keen Eye might be the better ability, because then if you get paired up against a minimized Chansey, you can deal with it. The hidden ability is Frisk. Now this is the ability I run because it basically shows me what my opponent is holding, which comes into play in a minute. So let's go with Frisk. Now, you can actually see the moves on my Furret down below. I have Return, Sucker Punch, and Power Up Punch as my offensive moves. So Return, very good, very decent stab move. For other moves, does it get Double Edge? It does indeed get Double Edge, so if you wanted to have more power but you didn't want survivability, Double Edge works as well. Sucker Punch is a move that actually learns while leveling up, and that could really help me. It's been able to basically one-hit KO a Gengar, so yay. So yeah, Mega Gengar's a problem. Sucker Punch. I know it can do other things like Will-O-Wisp, Perish. So I'm just saying, just joking. Don't lose your minds. And Power Up Punch, which actually is very good if you're able to do something later on. Now you can actually see the last move is Trick, again a move I believe it learns naturally, which is very good. Basically what Trick does, if you aren't aware, is it switches your hold item with the opponent's. That's why I love Frisk. It lets me see what my opponent is holding without having to test the waters, and I can instantly know whether I want to Trick or use my choice item. Now the choice item I prefer using is the Choice Band. Choice Band makes up for that very low attack stat. I do go Jolly, just so I am as fast as I possibly can be. Last 4 EV goes into HP, I'm assuming. Yep, 161 HP, so that is the case. So 128 base attack, or rather attack after you do the EV investment. That isn't much. That's why I prefer the Choice Band, because it means I'll be doing basically the damage equivalent of if I had got off a Power Up Punch, if that makes sense. That's how I one-hit KO Gengars and cause a lot of trouble for support Pokemon, because I'm going to be hitting them harder than they expect. Now, if I switch in and the Pokemon is holding an item I would like, or I just need to basically cripple them, I will Trick my Choice Band onto them. At which point they either force a switch out, or they just keep spamming the same move over and over again, which works really well against support Pokemon. A lot of people come into my stream challenging me with Furfros, and I just kind of use Furret, and I trick the Choice Band onto them as they go for their Cotton Guard, and then just go for Power-Up Punches until they switch out, and then I just go for Returns on whatever they switch into, or Sucker Punches, and Furret becomes a very scary setup Pokemon, even though it's not really setting up, it's just attacking and getting a benefit for doing so. So that is the build I run. Was there anything else I wanted to say about this? I don't think so. It's a pretty nasty poke, honestly, in NU. It has won me several games, even outside of the NU tier, where people just don't know what to do. I believe I have a video which I will either put on the end of this one or upload separately of Furret single-handedly shutting down practically an entire team in Battle Spot. And I basically end up winning, and one of the Pokemon the opponent was using was a Chansey. You know, one of the things you see, and if you bring in like a team of NUs, you just kind of facepalm and walk away. But yeah, Furret was able to save me from that, so I will pretty much end the video there, I believe. Was there anything else? I don't think so. So thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, remember to give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. At the time of uploading this, we might have already gone over the 2K sub mark, but I'm actually recording this the same night I was recording the Chikorita one, so we might not have gone over the mark. So if we haven't, then I would love it if you could subscribe so we can go over that mark and we can have a party and everyone can get drunk, except for people who are underage. Except I'll sneak them some alcohol. And if we have gone over 2,000, then party time! Yeah, something like that. So I will see you lovely people in the next video. Thank you all for watching.